Emily, Laser Princess, she has zero friends. Buffy. Have I mentioned yet in these that I have actually been watching Angel because there's no point in not torturing myself at this point, and it is a terrible show. It's bad on like on every level. Oh man, this one that's on was on the last time I was watching. It's called Hero, episode 9 of the first season. It's so terrible. Ugh. Something good though. Season 4, episode 17. Another one of the ones that I think is mostly there for comedy's purposes, but does actually tie into the overarching storyline at the same time. So it's kind of confusing after this point what elements that transpired in the course of this episode stuck around after it ends. But anyway, season 4, episode 17, Superstar. It's Jonathan's big moment. I actually like this one. It's dumb but great. It's like everyone is like 15 to 20% less competent to make Jonathan 1,000 times as capable. Like the universe took a small amount, or a sizable enough amount of everyone's ability and just lumped it into Jonathan to make him like super capable. And it's hilarious because obviously we know he is anything but competent on any level in reality. Oh my God, this microphone. Nothing ever works right for me. When he rotates in that chair, and he didn't even bother to make the chair like shape it right so that he looks imposing when it turns around. It just looks like a giant chair is like up above him, and it makes him look so small and pathetic. And it's like kind of a running thing, I guess, in the episode. I don't remember him being quite as short when he first was on the show or in, earlier seasons, I guess in the high school. But yeah, from this point on, he's generally framed or manipulated in some way to make him even shorter than he actually is. And it's funny in this one. It's not funny later on because it just gets really tedious. The modified intro is hilarious. They include a bunch of shots of Jonathan in action, and it's pretty good. All the while, Jonathan himself gives the lamest advice and the most basic level plans. He doesn't I don't know how it's not clear to everyone that something very strange is going on in the Jonathan context, because his plans are stupid. They're not like well thought out strategies or anything. They're just wow. Um, that said, I think I'm not sure like if the actor like tried to make this episode happen or something, but like because he wanted to show off that he was actually capable of doing things beyond playing a whiny loser. But I suspect he might actually be like skilled and stuff, and like maybe he should have been more prominent in the show as a whole and not, especially not ended up going out the way he does. Maybe, I don't know. Willow Terra Shrine to Jonathan sickens me. Yeah. Zero misinformation. This just isn't any, this just isn't my game. Yeah, Buffy, that's how I feel about life itself. In the days before Karen had its current social context, writers used the name. Now watching it, I laugh in befuddlement. The Jonathan billboards are freaking hilarious. You can, there's like some posters at one point, and it's just like him just straight onto the camera, and you can see the doubt and the self effacement like radiating from the image. If you look at it, it's pretty good. Jonathan is so short, like it's hard to remember later when he's not surrounded by by when he's not surrounded by conventionally sized characters. But yeah, shots of him with army guys all around are funny. Yeah, I mentioned it before. He's especially when he shows up at the initiative, and like he walks in and it's like everyone's like literally like 2.5 feet taller than him. Oh jeez. Of course he's a singer too. He really went all in on that spell, didn't he? Yeah, I don't think I'd use that spell. It seems like there must be a better way of doing a spell like that that would not cause the problems that that spell specifically does. And there's the one line here, and it just says, "Fuck off, Xander." And yeah, stifling a yawn, not my thing. The big band stuff or crooners yawn cannot be stifled. Okay, here's a joke. Horn solo. So many levels. Also, Xander is so bi. John's tux is way too big. Wondering if that was intentional. Did the wardrobe department intentionally get him a tux that was way too big? Don't know, but it looks like it. Come on, Buffy, get it already. I was getting frustrated by that point. Adam gets it, obviously. I am interested in chaos. That made me chuckle. Yeah, I can see the appeal. John has twins. Horn solo indeed. Oh god, I don't even think anyone would get that. I do not like denim shorts. Long ones or skirts. Long ones especially. There's a lot of that in there. I never understood denim. It always felt uncomfortable. Walk and talks at night in Sunnydale, probably not a great idea. Then Tara, when she's escaping from the monster, she hides in a janitor supply closet thing, and that door was definitely a Sunnydale door because that monster should have busted down that door like that. But no, she made it through the night. Anya's so weird. Zero misinformation. Whole gang baffled by Buffy pointing out obvious inconsistencies. People here are just too ready to buy obvious lies. Show really is prescient. Zero misinformation. Why would a straight man have a male swimsuit calendar? It's weird, right? Like, if I were a straight woman, I wouldn't have, cheesecake pictures, right? As I look at my little Red Riding Hood poster that I got at a Comic-Con, it's just weird. It's weird. Well, yeah, duh, Anya. Of course, Buffy's walking into a trap. She's always walking into traps. Scoobies are so concerned they won't try to do anything about the situation because, that's what happens when you're concerned, right? You don't try and do anything about it, right? Is Dingoes Ate My Babies still a thing with Oz who knows where? Like, he took off. No one knows where he is. Is the band still around? Because they got posters up. Buffy ends by moaning Jonathan while making out with Riley.